gonna watch my show when I'm sitting right here. Yeah, but now it's live.
Okay, John, here we go.
All right.
Everybody riot, organized chaos, nobody quiet. We gon' try a seance. Communication and communion with the world's greatest icon. Station as a human, yet he's listening to my song. Hype John, this that no nigga with the bass and the bang. Make it do, yo, hit you with the 5 elements like 5 elephants. Let him know I'm relevant, I'm heaven sent, telling him we're from a whole nother galaxy. I'm actually born from the static sea. Ass to be crazy, I'm trying to be amazing. Next big thing kinda has a nice ring.
All right, first thing I want to know to start off the show is, has anyone, taken a sip of their drink, like caught it on their upper lip, sucked it up, and it tastes beautiful? 'Cause that's how drinks have been for me lately. I don't know if it's the mustache growing out or not, but I've just noticed that. But anyways, welcome everybody to Hamilton Radio's The Round Table, right here on HamiltonRadio.net, channel HR2. I am your host, John Brecco, and I have a very special guest today. It was supposed to be Brooke Barcel, but we couldn't find a time, unfortunately, that would work. So shout out to her. We'll do an Instagram live thing sometime because I really want to do something with her. But I've got a guest today that I talked to recently. I loved a lot of his skits, when I was able to check them out. We got Mr. Scotty C. Scott. I don't know how to pronounce that last name, but it sounds very fucking Italian.
It is. It's almost the alphabet, so yeah.
I was going to say, I feel like I could sound the alphabet out, and it sounds exactly the same.
Pretty close, yeah. Casenario.
Casenario?
Well, it is very fucking Italian.
Fucking Casanova over here. Holy shit. Anyways, my man, how you doing? You doing all right with everything going on? What's up, brother?
Yeah, doing okay. Visiting family out here in Virginia right now, so on the East Coast with you guys, and but originally from California. And everything closed down there, so.
Let me tell you something about this man. This man got me so fucking excited when he said he was on the East Coast, and then he was like, "Nah, I'm in Virginia." I was like, "This motherfucker," because I didn't know where he was at on the East Coast. So I'm like, "Holy shit! If he's close by, maybe he could come up. I can do 2 live shows in a row." Because
that's all I gave you was East Coast.
Yeah.
Got you way too.
I did the first live show last week with 2 comics that I've done in like 4 months, and understandably so because of everything that's on. But I literally haven't been able to do a live show with anybody in months. I did a comedy show even at the station. I hosted it from there, with my girlfriend, and the other comedians just came on through GoToMeeting like we're doing now. I haven't done anything like that in months. You got me excited, man. Holy shit. And I know he thinks it's funny and entertaining for him when I see the vein sticking out of his head.
Yep, yeah, exactly.
But
close to the camera. And thanks for calling me a special guest, even though I was the second choice, but that's okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I did need a guest, but I saw everything you were doing through your Instagram profile, and I really enjoy some of the skits you've been doing. I think when I looked at it, you have a online series called Running on Empty, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right, so first off, before we get into like how long you've been doing like comedy and everything, because you went through like all this shit with me before we get on the air, talk to us about that. Tell us about Running on Empty, some of the skits you like to do, stuff like that.
Okay, so Running on Empty, it took us about 3 years. I did it with 2 of my friends, And it's kind of, except for my character, it enticed real life. So I have a friend named Heather Farace, another fucking Italian last name, and she's trying to become an actress, and she actually is in the SAG-AFTRA thing. So we did a show based on her trying to become a famous actress. And Megan Morton, who's another really good friend of mine, she's a single mom of 2. In real life, she's a single mom of 1. And so we just kind of wrote a show based on the chaos of our real life and had a plot to it. And then I play a blind guy. And so I'm kind of the slapstick comedy to it. And for people to get upset about me being blind, not to spoil it, but at the very end, you'll see a little kind of twist ending. So.
All right. Can you share with us any of the skits you've done, like what some of your favorites are? You know, some of the stuff that you may want to work on in the future, like ideas. Is there anything you can share?
You know, right now. It's kind of a lull, with COVID and everything. But that's given plenty of time to write plenty of stuff. So I guess we have a few ideas, but we haven't quite got there yet. But in terms of past stuff, I'm from Napa Valley. Out in California there, so the wine country they call themselves. They really think it goes Canada, America, wine country, Mexico. But yeah,
that sounds fancy as shit. You sound like you're living right next to Northridge out there.
Yeah, no, it is fancy. Everyone's got 9 fingers. They just have that growth that they hold out and just.
Oh yeah, they just show it off when they sip their wine glass, right?
Yeah, like it's important or something. I don't know, but.
The growth right in the fucking pinky, like it's a fucking symbol.
And everyone gives. I remember being like 10 years old, and people come up to me and they'd be like, just thinking of any stereotype they could, like, "Oh, hi there, little guy. Do you own a winery?" And you want to say like, "Yeah, I take a hot air balloon to school and all this shit." but it's not like I go to San Francisco and look at a 10-year-old and be like, "Oh, you like butt fucking?" You know, it's like I don't know. I don't know.
I don't have a story nearly that good. I just remember when I was 5, that was like the first time I ever tried to stereotype anybody, because I went to London with my mom, and I started trying to talk into an English accent, started asking for like tea and crimpets and shit. And I'm pretty sure the only thing any of them remember about me is I got lost at the airport and my mom whooped my ass. I'm pretty sure my last words to all my relatives in England had something to do with "help me."
Yeah.
That is my mother.
Oh my goodness.
It was some shit like that. Yeah, I won't make you give up too much about Running on Empty, but I do, want to ask like how you got into comedy. What you want to start branching out and doing skits? Because I've had a couple ideas for a skit. I even did one that involved me working out with, like, home materials, because they just opened up the gyms in PA.
Yeah.
So I've been working out with fucking tires, chairs. I even didn't open the cat tree on purpose for the 2 cats me and my girlfriend have, and I started doing curls with that while it was still in the box. But yeah, I need a skit for somebody with that. So
okay,
I can start with like telling me, how you got into comedy, and then how you started doing skits.
Comedy, I just watched a lot of comedy when I was younger. I used to watch Louis Black. He's what got me into it. And he was okay, but I started to get into Louis C.K. and Bill Burr. And to me, Bill Burr is just the king of comedy right now. And I'm just blown away how he can, halfway through his joke, offend you and then end it and just switch your whole way of thinking. Like,
yeah,
I don't know. He's incredible. Like, but yeah, I just really started to just really watch stand-up and Brian Regan, kind of see how he acts stuff out. And I just got into a lot of these comedians and the old stuff as well. But
yeah.
So I just saw that and I was just like, that's what I want to do. I want to make people laugh, and that's what's fun. That's what gives me joy. If I go to bed at night knowing that I made people laugh. And like the cool thing about comedy is it's everyone. Like an audience, a standard audience is not going to be just all one race of people. It's everyone. So it's a really cool feeling to make people that grew up differently, people of different races, genders, whatever, that you can make them laugh,
100%. You can find any, humor in any way of life, whether you're white, black, Hispanic, poor, rich, fat, skinny.
It's true.
looking, ugly. I don't know how much humor you can find in being pretty and muscular. Those are the only two things I can't find anything humorous about. Unless your muscles are like uneven, then you probably could tell which arm you masturbate with. But
true. Yeah, the jokes write themselves, you know.
Yeah, 100%. But I definitely agree with you about that, and I think the Bill Burr thing too is that he's just a fucking natural when he's most angry.
Yes.
Like the more angry this man is about something, the more natural he is on stage.
He goes on such a rant, and you forget that he actually wrote all this, and it seems so natural. You're right. Yeah, definitely.
There was a joke that I was thinking of using, right? And it has a Bill Burr quote in it.
Okay.
And I start off with the quote, and it's like, nobody has the balls to say this, but about 85% of you have to go. And, I start off with...
This joke wasn't long ago, and now we got COVID going on, huh?
Yeah. Now 85% of us might go. He might get his fucking wish.
No, he said we need a plague. He's been saying that for a lot of his specials.
Yeah. He got what the fuck he wanted.
I wonder if he really wanted it, but yeah.
I was going to say, he was probably praying for it in a shrine somewhere, and this is what the fuck he got. It finally rained down COVID on everybody.
Oof.
Whoop the smackdown on everybody's candy ass. Dwayne Johnson. But, yeah, no, I start off with that, right?
Okay.
And then, I go into that, and I start thinking, like, should people who just bite Kit Kats whole without breaking them be the first to go? And depending on what somebody says, whether they say yes or no, well, I'm actually more likely if they say yes, like, yeah, I'm probably getting shot today. Because I've had this argument with people before, and they think I'm a fucking monster because I don't break off my Kit Kats. I'm just fat, all right? Like, that's the long and short of it.
Okay.
Like, I just do that because I'm fat. You want to know how fat I am?
I don't break up Kit Kats.
When I see somebody with a widow's peak haircut, I want you to understand that I think of the McDonald's symbol. Are you a sports fan?
I am. Big sports fan.
Okay, when I see Patrick Mahomes play football, I think of the Hawaiian Punch Kid.
Yeah. Wow.
Doesn't he look like it, though?
He kind of does.
I was going to say, you just replace that football with a fucking surfboard and you're good. He could be the fucking mascot.
Patrick Mahomes, man, he killed me. I'm a big Niner fan. That one hurt.
You're not? Oh, my God.
Oh.
Sorry.
But, he did it to every team before him, too, at least the first 2 rounds.
Listen, I'm sorry for your head coach. Your head coach is the one that blew it for you.
Yeah. He did that in Atlanta, too, so it's not a good sign.
Should have just stuck to the game plan.
Yeah, we were running the ball pretty decently, but he just kind of got away from it.
Yeah. I think if you just chewed up enough clock, I think, you would have been able to wind it down enough and win, really. Yeah,
after that interception, we got like 9 minutes left. The first 2 plays we ran was 2 incomplete passes over the middle. It was just, you want to at least kill them, a minute and a half by running it twice.
Yeah, 100%.
Because Mahomes could score in 20 seconds, so I don't know.
Yeah, but what do you think about Jimmy Garoppolo, man?
Well, I mean, he came in. A lot of people are saying, he's not elite, which I don't really care. But like when he came to the team, he won his first 5 starts, and that team was 1-10. And they had Trent Taylor and a rookie George Kittle, so they didn't really have any talent. And he went 5-0. So I was like, all right, this guy's for real. And then he tore his ACL after a pretty decent start to the year, and then his first full season, he goes all the way to the Super Bowl. And I know the defense plays a lot into that, but he's only played 22 games with the Niners, and he's only lost like 5 of them. So, I give him time, is what I'm going to say.
Yeah, I think no matter how you look at it, he makes the difference on that team. Like, his presence just does something.
Yeah,
for that. I don't know what it is, because, like you said, it's a lot of the defense, and you can see it. Like, all the guys they have on there, Nick Bosa, Richard Sherman.
Yeah.
That defense is stacked. But something about his presence just makes the team better. I don't know what it is,
It's
But-
true. It's confidence. He's going to have to reevaluate his confidence after the fourth quarter, but he actually had a good Super Bowl until that last quarter. So I don't know. He beat the Saints last second. He beat the Cardinals last second. Steelers last second. So I don't know. People just judge it on one game, but I think you just give him a little more time. And plus, another year in Shanahan's offense, it only gets better. So.
I agree with you about that Saints game too. He was fucking phenomenal in that game.
Yeah, that was the best game of his career so far. So.
Bro, he came clutch at every point he needed to. He was throwing bombs everywhere. That fucking play with George Kittle.
Oh,
God, that guy's a fucking monster.
he's
Like, you can't take that guy down for nothing.
a goofball. That's someone who could do stand-up comedy, but you put him between the lines and he's insane. He just becomes a different person.
No, yeah, 100%. And he's a fucking wrestling fan too.
Yeah,
So I like that motherfucker.
He's hard
You a
enough to
wrestling fan, Scotty?
I am a little bit, yeah. I heard you quote it just a little earlier, so.
Yeah, I did. All right. Who was your favorite wrestler growing up?
Oh shit! I mean, I'm 32. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Okay, well, yeah, I had like the whole Hogan years.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I agree on.
You were around for the end of that. I was around for the end of like Stone Cold and shit.
Yes, yeah, Ozzy. Okay, yeah, he was cool. Yeah, but I had the end of that. That's for sure. The last 3 or 4 years there.
I got my introduction to middle fingers at 6 years old. Middle fingers and beer.
At 6 years old.
You gotta love it.
My
Hey,
God,
you gotta teach them early, right?
I think so. That's the same.
100%. I think everybody who learns this shit early turns out better.
It's kind of true, huh?
At least that's what I want to believe as a struggling comic.
Yeah. Wow, that just got sad.
Yeah, right. All right, but I do want to ask you an honest question. With comedy, was there like a trigger that you were just like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it"? Like, something that happened that made you say "fuck it," or did you just decide like one day to like go to an open mic and just try it? Was there a trigger or no?
It was kind of like your story. It was people just kept saying try it, and so I just looked online. I'm fortunate enough to have San Francisco pretty close, so I just did an online. I mean, not online. I went in and did like three-week course, this comedy course, and there's a guy that he did the best he could to teach it, but it's comedy. You got to find your own style, and so
Yeah.
But he was more about stage presence and everything, so that was really cool. And then at the end of the thing, you get to do stand up for like 5 or 10 minutes, and I did it, and I loved it, and I just wanted to keep going. So I already knew that I wanted to do it, but it was a matter of can I do it, and I don't know.
Yeah. Would you recommend the class like for anybody who's like just starting out?
Well, that place doesn't even exist anymore. But if I were gonna say, do I recommend I'd recommend doing it. I think the stage present thing was really cool. Improv classes I would recommend all the time. But a lot of people think those are kind of they're dorky, the improv thing, like, oh, a tooth and a stool, and what can you make of this scene, But like, it's really good. It opens up your mind. It gets more comedy out of you than you think. So
Yeah, get you thinking.
yeah, but I started when I was like 21, and I did comedy until I was about 27 or so, and then just took a long break and really started to rewrite some jokes and think of new ones. And now I was ready to get going in January, but then COVID hit and everything closed. So.
Yeah. No, it's honestly like all the jokes I've been able to write COVID have been like fucking amazing. Bro, I just need the zombie apocalypse and I'll be able to do a Netflix special on just that. I can see it now.
We're getting there.
Yeah. Like imagine if I was like alive during the Black Plague.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you'd be killing it.
Oh, fuck yeah. Are you kidding me? What was that? Yeah, you might be right. I mean, I've written enough jokes with it now. Oh, they are? Oh, we're all fucked.
Yeah.
Holy
Oh.
shit. I'm honestly just waiting for something to happen because I've had to work through the whole thing.
You've had to work.
Listen, if coronavirus doesn't kill me, the pain of chafing every day after work will. Because I'm walking around all day. I work at Amazon, so
Okay.
I come home every day, and the thing is, when you're fat, your thighs rub together, right? So
Sure.
by the end of the day, you're walking side to side like you belong in a scene of March of the Penguins.
I'm gonna start a fire if I don't do this. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Like it's just rubbing together, and you just like feel the heat down there. You fucking light a cigarette by the end of the day. Fucking kidding me? Yo, honestly, the side to side walk has been so bad at times that my girlfriend over there back there talking shit. She'll sing "Dead or Alive" by Bon Jovi to me when I walk in the fucking door. Like as soon as there's like one half turn, it's just automatic.
Do you have? Is it looking good now? Have you like done it enough that you can make it look pretty natural? The sidewalk.
I mean, I think so. I still get comments on it like, "Why are you doing that?" every once in a while, but I think people just might be so used to it by now that it's just become a part of their daily routine to see me walking side to side in pain the day.
It's awful.
I'm gonna say I belong in March of the Penguins. I never said I belong in Happy Feet.
It doesn't look happy.
I belong in sad and miserable aching feet. And aching shape. I'm pretty sure he just wrote a fucking joke about my misery. I saw his pen going.
It's all up here, actually.
I love it. Yeah, but I gotta ask, what do you like doing more? Do you like doing like stand-up more, improv, skits? What's your favorite part of comedy? I might have asked that already by accident. If I did, I apologize.
Lighten up a crowd with some good jokes is just a rush. But I do like doing the skits a little more because you write them, and then it's like being an artist, right? You think of it and you draw it, and there it is. It comes alive. And so, but what makes that almost better is the people that you do it with. Because if they're just as into it as you are, it's just you can make anything, and then they're spouting ideas, and you're spouting ideas, and it just gets better from there. So. If you got a good subject and you got people that want to do it, and I don't know, I think skits could be my favorite, but I am very excited to get back to stand up. It's been a while. It's been a couple years.
Definitely. Once you honestly find that group that you can get involved with you on a lot of things, it just makes everything so much easier.
Oh yeah.
And the thing with stand up too is you meet so many people doing it. Through all the different shows you do. So it's, I don't want to say easy to find those people, but, you can pick out like different people that might want to do like different projects and, things just get easier the more you do it,
Exactly. Yeah, and I'm running on empty. I think we ended up having about 30 actors in it, and it was about, Heather found about 15 friends of hers. I found 10, Megan found a few, and we just like, picked them based on how we knew their character would work, based on their personality in real life, and they loved it. And they gave 100% effort, even though it was just for fun. So,
okay, who is your favorite person that you picked out that you worked with? Did anyone like stand out to you?
Well, right now, I believe Megan might be listening, so I would say Megan.
Oh, Megan? Is it because she's listening?
She's listening and watching right now.
Oh, okay. It can be Megan, but we've got to eliminate Megan. I want to get somebody else out of that. You mentioned her already. So obviously Megan.
Megan and I have been doing it for a long time, but Heather Farace, the other Italian, her and I definitely have a very similar sense of humor. So, and we actually met through Megan. So,
listen,
and Megan's son plays on the show too, and he's hilarious. Little 5-year-old Tucker.
Nice. I was gonna say Farace sounds like a food. You sound like you're bringing the sauce. Bring me some of that Casenario.
Yeah. Do you want it
that
spicy?
Casenario sauce? Bring it over here. I'm gonna put it all over my Farace. God, that probably just sounds so fucking weird.
Yeah, you gave it a little like accent for the Italian.
I'm sorry. That wasn't meant to happen.
Forget about it. He's Italian, okay?
He's Italian. He just can't help himself, all right? He's sorry. He said he's sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking Christ. You know what I need to watch, honestly, the full way through?
Yeah.
Because when I was in a different relationship, I started watching The Sopranos,
Okay.
but I stopped around like the end of season 1. I'm pretty sure that's when that relationship ended.
Okay,
So
got it.
I feel like I need to continue it from there because it was really good, and I feel like it's going to heat up more as like the seasons go. Because most of season 1, he's just in fucking therapy.
Yes.
Yeah. So I feel like I need to watch it more as like the seasons go. Because I had a roommate in college who was like obsessed with it, right?
Oh yeah.
And he showed me like all the classic scenes. I went to school in Jersey City, and they did a scene at this place called the VIP Diner. It's a diner I actually used to go to all the time because it was 24 hours and I'm fat. So I was up, I was in college, I got something to fucking eat.
Wow. Yeah. You're doing the math. Perfect.
Yeah. That was cool as shit. And he would show me like scenes from the diner. I'm pretty sure he showed me this scene where a guy got his teeth stomped out on like a stair.
Yep.
He showed me the ending and shit. You know all these fucking scenes, don't you? I can see it all over your face right now.
I do actually. That was such a great show.
Yeah, no, definitely.
You should finish. No more relationship ending. You got to finish it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I watched Breaking Bad backwards too.
That sucks. That's a great show too.
Yeah. No, there was an actor that I met too from Orange Is the New Black. I think she played like the young Rosa. It was really cool, like hearing about her like experiences and shit. I don't know what made me think of that, but I think talking about shows did.
You're kind of hitting the style of shows for sure.
Yeah, definitely, 100%. Fuck, where was I about to go with the next question? I honestly forget.
We got nothing but time.
Yeah, right. I was gonna say with COVID, I got all the time in the fucking world.
Right?
Not like we're going anywhere.
Doesn't seem like
Hell,
it.
I know we're not going anywhere because you told me you were in Virginia when you got me all excited. Holy shit. No, but have you like heard any like? Have you heard about like any live shows that might be like coming up for you? Because I'm just starting to hear about stuff now.
Yeah, I've been doing a couple Zoom shows and everything, which keeps me going, and I'm trying out the new jokes. But in terms of live shows, I know Dave Chappelle has one coming out on Netflix, and he did it in California, I believe. And I think he had people sitting every other seat. Everyone was wearing a mask, and of course, he got to open the club. It was all private for him. But in terms of like any clubs opening up in California, if they ever did, I've been out here for 2 weeks. If they ever did, I know they closed back down like this weekend. So
I heard about people like doing shows like in Virginia because the cool thing with like doing like the Zoom stuff though, even though the shows honestly aren't the same, is that you get to meet a lot more comics from all over the country. I think I met people from Maryland, Virginia. There's California, obviously, Nebraska.
Yeah, I heard.
I met one dude from India even.
Oh wow!
I never would have expected to happen.
Yeah, you never without online. That's true.
I feel so bad for him when I do my open mic on Thursdays because I do it at 9, and he's normally going up at like 6, 7 o'clock in the morning where he's at. I would never want to do comedy that early. That is not a time where I want to make people laugh.
There's nothing funny from 6 to 7 a.m.
No, that's when I get up for work.
Yeah, there's nothing funny about that time.
Between 6 and 7 a.m. is the time where I want to cry the most during the day.
Cry in the shower, cry brushing your teeth.
Yeah. Just sing in the shower and cry at the same time.
Knowing in 8 hours you're going to have to walk sideways. Just awful.
Singing in the shower.
Today's the yesterday, right? Yeah.
I don't want to do this today. I don't want to go on Saturdays, okay?
That's pretty much how my brain sounds. Is that how you say it out loud?
Probably.
Yeah. Does your girlfriend say anything, or she just sleep right through it and just doesn't care?
I'm pretty sure she just slept right through that entire fake drive, so probably. Because she's not even in the fucking room anymore. She walked out.
Okay. Oh man, I better start doing better.
She's probably honestly just talking to her mom, but I think it's just funnier to assume this.
Yes, it is.
To be honest with you. All right, but if you
Thanks for
could
that question. Yeah.
if you could choose though, honestly, with places coming back, where's the first place you would perform if you had if you were able to choose?
Ooh, somewhere in San Francisco. There's a little one called the Arcade in San Jose. That one's really cool. But San Francisco's got so many underground and open mic nights that you don't even know. You just walk on 7th Street. And oh, okay. You just go in, you ask for a slot. So
that's fucking awesome, man.
it's pretty cool. It's cool to be that close to that place. I know Napa has a Charles Krug. Of course, that's what it's called, some winery. But the audiences are pretty just rich and white there. So it's the easiest.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you could get white people to laugh at any fucking thing. You could start talking about pudding and they'll start laughing.
It's true. It is easy in that sense, but you also have to kind of take away half your set too. You never know. You do it and then you see the front row and they're all wine owners and they look at you. You can just see in their eyes. They're like, we don't like the cussing and we don't like this and that. And we don't like to be pointed out that we're rich and all these things. So I don't know.
You tell
gotta be hard about it.
You tell a crude joke about some mother flappers out there and you just hear gasp.
But yeah, if you make fun of anyone that isn't white, they'll usually laugh. So that's good.
That's amazing. No, I remember there was a crowd that I performed in front of over, I think, in Connecticut, and it was fucking Hickville area. And the thing is, they were into the show. They were laughing and stuff and shit. And, you could tell them the most random fucking story, and by the time the comics went up, they were so drunk they laughed at anything.
That's awesome.
And it was really a fucking beautiful thing.
Wow.
I was gonna say, I do think I made a drinking joke, and I don't think that went over too well. I offended about 70 people in the room. The 70 people there that were alcoholics.
The one thing you couldn't do.
Yeah, that and somebody got booed over a 9/11 joke, which is pretty funny to watch.
Oh yeah, that's always good.
Yeah,
that's always a solid
choice. It's great. It's great when you're on the other side of it.
Especially if they go before you too.
Oh my god. Not right before. I gotta get somebody to get back the crowd for me.
That's true. But you can always come out and be like, yeah, so 9/11 anyway, and just move on.
Because now I got to do all your legwork to bring back the crowd.
That's true.
Ugh. Fucking Christ. I would hate to have to do that, honestly. I was gonna say, what do you honestly hate following more? Somebody that bombed really hard, or somebody that did so good it's hard to follow them?
I mean, either one, but I think I would go with what you were saying, because if you're there, you just feel the energy and you just go. Usually when someone does really well in front of me, I just go to quick jokes. I just do simple ones just to keep it going, and then I'll get into a story. I don't want to lull them asleep again with a story, but I think I've been I think most of the time, I would say 70% of the time, it's always been someone who did not do well before me.
Really?
And it's rough because the crowd starts to go oh, okay, these are a bunch of amateurs, and this is why I paid $5. So, but yeah, I do like when they're on a roll, because I don't know. I always get nervous last second. I'm I know what set I'm doing, I know what order I'm going in, but if there's something that happens before, it's I have to have a game plan.
I remember there was this one time where I think I was the fourth comic up.
Okay.
And 3 comics that went before me just did worse and worse and worse. There was this first guy who maybe got 3 chuckles.
Okay.
The next guy got a laugh somewhere in his set, and then the third guy just got absolutely nothing for 5 minutes.
Oh, that is rough.
And then I think by the time I went up, I think they were just somebody just say something funny, please. So I come up, tell my first joke about how I didn't wear my glasses because they make me look like Clark Kent with a little extra Down syndrome.
Oh my God.
And I think I just brought him back to life.
Thank goodness.
Like I think I had him at Down syndrome. They were just like, clear.
Oh man. Well done.
That was a fucking beautiful moment. You know, I was able to bring the crowd back that night.
That's good. That's good.
Like I just fucking resuscitated him.
That's good. That's tough to do. It really is. Sometimes it can be easy though. If it's really that bad, you can just say one thing. You know, you don't want to make fun of anyone in front of you, but
I was gonna say because that show just went down a fucking lake. Right at the bottom of it, I had to come up through all the seaweed and shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I was not feeling good going into that. As great as that ended.
That's good.
Yeah. No, that was a fun time.
It was like 5-minute sets too.
I think it was 5 that night.
Yeah. See, that's a little easier because you know you can do like 5 minutes of good stuff.
Yeah, I know I've got a decent 5 by now.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what's the longest you've ever done? I'm just curious.
Longest I've ever done is 15. But I usually do, 7 to 10, whatever they do. The open mics in San Francisco give you about that much time. So.
Okay, that's pretty good for an open mic, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, they're usually 5, but they let you go over a little bit. So.
Yeah, I want to try and work up to 30, but that's tough.
It is tough. 15 was even hard for me. I think I had a good 12 out of it. So.
Yeah, but honestly, I just think it's so tough because like you write shit down, and then you go so long that you're gonna forget something.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. Yep.
I was gonna say because like I normally get somewhere between 20 and 25, and then I just run out of shit to say, and then I'm like, I forgot this, I forgot that, I forgot that.
Yep.
And it's like I know I have the 30, but I just can't remember. You just can't remember all of it.
And you don't want to sit there on stage with a thinking face, like trying to like get it.
I will admit, the last time I did 30, I did have my notebook like on a chair, and I did for like one joke.
I've done that before. I've written just the name of the joke on my hand too. So.
And I think I produced the show that night, so I was like, "Fuck it, this is my show." I'm cheating.
There you go.
I have my rights.
Well done.
All right, but I have one more question for you. Do you honestly like producing comedy more, just like making it, just being like part of like the show?
I think I almost love stand-up, like writing stand-up more than I do performing it.
Okay.
I've always wanted to write jokes for professionals, but yeah, I've always enjoyed that more. Of course, I love doing stand-up, but yeah, I mean, acting's fun too for the skits and everything, but I like to do a lot of physical comedy, but the producing is probably my favorite part as well. So I think I'm a little more meant for behind the scenes, but there's nothing like making people laugh,
Nothing like that rush. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, it's like the upper body orgasm,
Yeah. You're a sports fan, you're a wrestling fan, and I think we agree on comedy. So I think you're a good dude, man.
The only thing I fucked up on was you thought I was in New Jersey, so.
And that Italian fucking last name that's like 17 syllables and about 42 letters.
Yeah, I think it's like 5 syllables, and you're close with the 42 letters. Yeah.
I was gonna say you got 8 S's, 6 I's.
Yeah, that'd be good on Wheel of Fortune. You could buy a lot of vowels and.
Yeah, I think you got 4 C's and O's in there too.
We got 12 S's. What a good start.
I was honestly just gonna call you Scotty C for the whole show, and then I was like, "Fuck!" He told me his government.
I'm getting hacked right now. I'm losing my identity. But no one knows how to spell it or say it, so I think I'm safe.
I'm not even surprised. I was gonna say, is that even possible for you?
Yeah, on Facebook, I found like 2 people from Italy with the last name, and like 2 people from like Maine.
Listen, do you honestly know how good of a MySpace password your last name probably is?
Yeah, I mean, I think that would be weird.
Nobody's gonna figure it out.
That'd be weird if they're like, you need to add a 1 to this. That's already taken.
I was gonna say, just make an S of 5. Just make 1S 1.5 and like your problem solved.
Oh, there you go. That's simple enough, huh?
Yeah. I was gonna say nobody will figure that shit out.
Ever.
I was gonna say I put on a show like about 6 months ago. I called it Big Dick Comedy. I had a reason for calling it. You know the first Big Dick Energy, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's supposed to be about positivity. So I wanted it to be like a show where we could all be positive, you know, say whatever the fuck we want, no judgment. You know,
Okay.
that was the idea behind it.
Okay.
You know, I wanted like a shitty name with like a clever idea behind it. You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I just made that my password to get into work. And then I just replaced both the I's with ones.
There you go. Yep. Yeah, that's better than my last name. That's for sure.
I was gonna say my password to get into my agency account right now is Big Dick Comedy.
That's amazing.
I will love it.
That's amazing.
It's a beautiful password. I don't think anyone working at Amazon has that password.
I don't know how many
There's not a lot of good shit about working there either. I just made it a little bit better to stomach.
Yeah. Whatever you can do, man. A little bit.
Yeah. But, you know, we are coming up to the end of the show or close to it. So is there anything that, you know, you want to plug really quick? You know, your show, social media, any of that?
Yeah, so Running on Empty, it's easy to find on YouTube. Just type in or speak into your whatever, Running on Empty web series. That's all you have to do.
Okay.
There's 7 episodes, a couple outtakes on there as well, but yeah, 7-episode series, and they're all about 8-9 minutes long each episode, and it's pretty damn entertaining. We've had good reviews, so.
Nice, man. Are you planning to do more with like COVID? I know you mentioned that was kind of like at a halt because of it. Are you guys like planning to do more, like anything in the works?
Yeah, when we get back to California, you can follow my page, Scotty Humor on Instagram, and we'll have some more stuff. But you know, when I get back with Heather and Megan, we'll think of some things. But otherwise, nothing planned yet. I'm just ready to get back on stage. So
100%. I feel you on that.
I bet. Yeah, I bet.
And you know, before we head out, I do want to say thank you for coming on. Really appreciate it. Really had fun talking to you, brother. Fun
Yeah.
show.
Meet you, man, for sure. Thanks for doing it.
All right, no problem. But, you know, definitely want to have you back on, possibly with your co-host, Steven, too. Sounds like it'd be fun. So, once again, thanks for coming on, bro. Appreciate you.
Anytime you need a spot to fill in, let me know, man.
All right, man. You have a good one, though, all right?
All right, you too.
All right, bye.
Take care. Bye.
All right, everybody. That was Scott Casenario on HamiltonRadio.net, channel HR2. Make sure you go follow his page, @ScottyHumor. I'm going to say, I like him after talking to him. Sports wrestling fan. You know, last name that's really hard to pronounce that I can fucking make jokes about. I had a fun conversation today. But make sure you guys look out for my shows. I do them every Friday. My next one is going to be on Instagram Live this Friday at 9 p.m. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Got a bunch of great comics coming on that show. Jesse Arman, Brett Singer, and a whole bunch of others that I really enjoy working with. Trisha Finley's going to be on there. J. Lo Out Loud is going to be on there. First time I've had her on one of my shows, so that's going to be exciting. And yeah, got a bunch of stuff coming up for you guys. My open mic is every Thursday if you guys want to join in on that. And, you know, really appreciate everybody tuning in as always. This has been the Roundtable here on HamiltonRadio.net, channel HR2. I am your host, John Brecco. We'll be back same time, same channel next week. See you guys soon.
Everybody riot, organized chaos, nobody quiet. We gon' try a seance. Communication and communion with the world's greatest icon. Station as a human, yet he's listening to my song. Hype John, this that no nigga with the bass and the bang, make it do. Yo, hit you with the 5 elements like 5 elephants. galaxy. I'm actually born from the static sea. Ass to be crazy. I'm trying to be amazing.